Hello and welcome to Craft Room Stories with Peg. I'm so glad that you have decided to join me today. And I am working on a deconstructed journal that I saw Natasha from Treasure Books do. And so right now I'm working on all the things that are going to go in it. I have not created the actual box yet. I'm intimidated. So I don't know. And I'm sure probably not going to do that on screen because I'm a slow crafter, y'all. I'm slow. And so this is something else that I have seen somebody do. It's where you take and you kind of rip some papers and you rip it smaller and smaller, so you're kind of looking in a hole kind of thing. My hands look really big on here. I don't know. Should I raise this up? Is that too close? I don't know. Anyway, I digress easily. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I thought I would use this little girl. Carrie is her name. Carrie the paper monkey. I've got a Carrie Gingham doll. So I wanted to put this little dress on her because she's holding a little teddy bear here and her little petticoat's hanging out at the bottom. So I'm going to grab some glue here. Excuse my arm. Everything is within arm's reach. So you're going to see my arm. I don't know how to avoid that unless I plan ahead, which I'm just apparently really, really bad at. Okay, so I'm going to put the glue just here where this little seam is, using some art glitter glue. It dries really quickly, but it also is quite sturdy glue, you know. So I'm going to do her and then put a little bit on the dress right at the neck so that I make sure I have her glued down pretty good in her dress. So right here. All right. Now let's get that on straight. I hope I'm still in camera. No idea. And you have to kind of get it on pretty quick because art glitter glue dries very quickly. I'm going to mop up the excess there. And well, you have like a minuscule second to maneuver it, if that. And so my bracelet is making just too much racket. Sorry about that. Okay, so I think there's just a teensy bit of overhang here, so I'm going to take my scissors, y'all, and just trim that off a little bitty bit. Okay, I'm trying to maybe, oop, I'm bending her head right off. No. Okay, and then I'll just touch that up with the ink. Am I off camera? Sorry, just touching that up. I don't know how y'all just hold that out there all the time and see what you're doing. I do not. So, okay, I have seen this done, but I am scared that I'm going to screw it up, and then I'm going to screw it up on camera. So, who knows? Okay, so what I have seen happen is, okay, you've got a picture in the background. I think I am going to cut off her little name tag thing because it's just going to be in the way, and added bulk we don't need. Probably don't even need her feet, but I'm keeping them for now. They may not be cut perfectly, but I don't think they're going to be seen. But now it looks like one foot is massively huger than the other one, so I'm going to just trim that down. You don't want that. Well, now they're just really deformed. Oh, maybe I should just lop them off. Okay, and I am going to tell a story, but right now I'm having to concentrate, and if I'm concentrating and telling a story, it just won't work. Okay, so I'm trying to tell you what I'm doing, and I'm trying to know what I'm doing, what I'm doing, because I'm trying to place her kind of in the middle, and then maybe I should go ahead and glue her down. I'm scared though. Okay, so then I'm gonna, and I probably need one kind of plainish paper to go in between, like a coffee dyed paper. Y'all give me just a second. I'm gonna look over here at my maybe not the coffee dyed. I think I'll grab one of these food color dyed papers. Stick with me. Do not leave. Hey, I hope you're still with me. Okay, food colored paper. I decorate cakes, so I used some cake decorating food coloring, and I dyed some paper that way, and it came in varying colors. And this is a kind of greenish color, which you can see more around the edges than you can anywhere else, but I like it. And it's just a thin copy paper. I just did thin copy paper. Then I ironed it. Boy, I was really ambitious. For a while when I first got started with this, I didn't really make journals too much. I just kind of made things and dyed paper and collected lace, and because I'm really love the lace. Okay, so here is, I know I say okay a lot but I do that even when I'm not making a video, because I don't know, it just centers me. So I don't know if I really like that, y'all, though. I don't know. Because I was going to do her, and then next to her was going to be the red, and then the blue, or then the green, and then the blue. Oh, y'all, I don't really think I like that. I almost think it would be better with a plain white or a cream colored, or maybe some cute little words. Ooh, maybe I'll do that. Okay. All right. Reconfigure that. Okay, and maybe I'll just lightly, because I think these are so stark white, I'm just going to kind of lightly go over them with my inking, just to kind of take off the glare of the white a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't look weird. Oh, I just don't know what I'm doing, and y'all are just sticking with me, I hope. Oh, it might look like something when I get done. I don't know. Of course, I'm probably just dyeing the little part that is going to be ripped out. We'll see. Okay. All right, so I'm going to cut this down this little... I hope I'm not moving too fast. Am I really close? Let me just try to raise this up a little bit. I'm going to have to stand up and see what I'm doing. Yeah, I know sometimes when I'm watching a video and it seems really close, I keep trying to zoom out for myself, and I can't. So, okay. Let me just cut this down a little bit. All right, let us see what we're doing here. Okay, so if I had this, and then this, and then this, that could be cool. Okay, so generally you start with the most narrow. So what I have seen people do is they kind of get started by not really folding this to where you crease, but I hope I'm in frame. Okay, and they kind of just cut it a little bit so that you can start ripping. Okay, so you're wanting a torn edge, and this is going to be the smallest hole. So, and each one is going to be a little bit bigger, so it's going to, I probably should be tearing that the other way. Oh, okay. This way, maybe. Okay. But we're wanting to get her, now I can scooch her down, but I want a little bit more, so I'm going to tear this a little bit bigger. Maybe I should have picked a smaller picture, y'all. I may end up not using this at all. This may be something I don't like. I do not know. We shall see. Okay. All right. I don't know. I think I'm totally go off frame. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all, I'm going to get used to this. I know I will. If you bear with me. Okay. Oh, I don't like the shape of that. I'm not the best at this, clearly. I don't want this to be an eternal video. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me see if I can get this on here. Okay. Ooh, maybe she sticks out just a hair out of that. Okay, I like that, but you know what I think I don't like? I think I don't like this back page. We're going to switch that out. Okay, thank you for being patient if you have been. If you haven't already been like, I'm getting off of here. This woman is crazy. She doesn't know what she's doing. I'm out of here. So this is my box of goodies where I keep all the extra papers and stuff. Let me find a better paper. Ooh. Let's see. Maybe one of these papers. Ooh, that one's nice and vibrant, and it's got the red on it and green. It doesn't have any blue, but I think that's going to be okay. All right, let's give that a try and see if we like that any better. Okay, we're going to fold this in half, because I'm thinking I'll make this be the cover of a little small journal to go inside the other. And this is not remotely cut straight, so I'm going to stick this real quickly on here and just trim it down a hair. Hopefully maybe I should trim it this way first. Okay. All right, we are getting it, y'all. We are getting it. So while I'm doing the trimming, I guess I'll just tell a story. I asked my sister, she goes, what story are you going to tell next? And I said, well, I don't know. There's so many to choose from. She said, you should do a wardrobe malfunction story. Well, there are a lot. So I'm going to tell a quick one because I get distracted when I'm trying to tell a story and I'm trying to craft. I don't know. So I was working for Dollar Rent-A-Car in the reservation center in Tulsa. And this is back when I was a little bit thinner. I'm a little fluffier now. Don't judge, I just like cake. So, this day I had on just some pants, just some nice pants and a nice top. And underneath, and this is important to the story, I had on some string bikini underwear, and they were bright purple. My pants were not. That's important also. So went to the bathroom, as one does, and my pants had, my underwears had ripped on the side. They had come open, or the string had come off. And so I was like, oh my goodness, what do I do? So I tried to rig them by kind of tying it to the rest of my underwear. And I thought I had done a pretty good job until I got back to my seat. Whereupon my friend who was working this day also says to me, Peggy, what is that hanging around your foot? Well, I immediately knew something was amiss, and I looked down to behold my underwear hanging with their bright purple selves around my foot. Yes, ma'am. Walked through the reservation center with my underwear hanging around my foot. So that was a fun and special day. Nope. This was kind of the beginning of the stories that are endless of embarrassing things. It's my ministry of embarrassment. My ministry of embarrassment to save me from being embarrassed all the time. I rarely get embarrassed now because what is the point? I just know something new is going to happen. I now just wait, if I'm in a public setting, because nothing really ever happens to me in private. It's always where everyone can see and enjoy. So, I'm just prepared for it at all times. Okay, is it just me? Is this kind of even? We don't want her sticking out quite that far, just a little bit. And then we'll scooch this down. Can y'all see where I'm going with this? Maybe? Okay, I hope so, because I'm trying to see where I'm going with this, and I am unsure. All right, let us go. Okay, so anyway, I just took my underwear off, pulled them out from my pants leg and put them in my purse, because I said, well, she said, what is that? And I looked down and I said, well, that's my underwear. Sure enough. And of course there was much laughing, as is, in general, for my very existence. I am sure that some of you guys may have embarrassing stories. One lovely lady dared to share one after my story of falling out of bed and crashing through the wall. Also funny. They're horrifying to the people that are happening to, but okay, there we go. Oh, but that's not, let me turn that around. Okay, so that is kind of at the top. I don't know. That's kind of how it goes. So you see that she's kind of, and then I'll ink that, and so that it stands out more. But that's the way you're kind of making it a tunnel vision kind of thing. So, let's see. Okay, so I wanted the outside to be blue to kind of match her. And then looking in, I kind of like it. All right, it's time to ink before I glue, because after you glue is not the time to ink. Anybody ever done that? Regretted that big time? Me. So while I'm inking, maybe I'll just tell you another story, because the underwear story is a short one. There's so many. I'll tell you a recent one. Yeah, this one just happened last February. Go me. So I was visiting my cousin in Texas, and I had another exchange student with me, also from Germany. All of my exchange students that have lived with me have been from Germany. I'm a local coordinator for academic year in America. And so I place exchange students and then monitor them and the host families throughout the year. And, make sure that they're doing okay, and if there's any problems that arise, that's what I'm here for. And so, but I also take often exchange students into my house. And I just enjoy them. I enjoy teenagers. I enjoy the young people. Makes me feel young sometimes. Sometimes it makes me feel old, but most of the time I feel young. Anyhow, I digress in my stories so quickly. Okay, so we were in Texas visiting my cousin. And my cousin who says she's never around when any of the embarrassing things happen, which previous to this has been true. But this day, she was there, but sadly did not witness it. She had just bought me the cutest jean jacket because it's never cold in Texas. Well, I mean, some people that live there think it's cold. But it's hot to me. It's just hot all the time. Even winter's just hot. But this day got so cold, and it was super windy. With that, it is. Texas is very, very windy. And so this was in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, in case anybody's curious. My stories do go on. So, we were out shopping, and she had bought me the cutest jean jacket, and then we decided to go out to eat. And which we thought was a good idea. Mexican food, by the way, also good to have in Texas. So I don't know, should I put this down this way? we get in there, and then I realize that my jacket is too hot, and I think I'm going to cut her little feet off because they are not needed. I realize it's too hot. My exchange student and my cousin go to get something to drink, and I am holding down the table and purses and all of that. And so I go to take off my jacket, and my shirt, the neck was kind of stretchy, and one of my boobs popped out. I mean, it was clothed in a bra. That's important. But there it was, and of course I had it's a flesh tone bra, which makes people initially look and think, am I seeing something, I should not see? Well, okay. I, as quick as I could, because you feel a breeze. I didn't immediately realize, but you feel a breeze, right? So I felt the breeze, and popped it back in my shirt where it should have remained, and noticed that there was a gentleman the next table over just staring at me because he had gotten a show, and his wife's back was to me, or I assume it was his wife, the woman he was with, her back was to me, and I was grateful. But this man did not stop staring at me, and I wanted to say to him, look, it was a one-time deal. This is not how life really is for me. It was a one-time deal. Don't think that you're going to get to continue to have a show. Yeah. Okay, so I don't really want to glue her whole head down yet. I'm going to leave that up. Anyway, y'all, my cousin and my exchange student come back to the table, and I said, you told me that nothing ever happens while you're around, and there it was. That's what happened. And she goes, nope, it didn't happen because I didn't see it. I was like, well, you haven't seen any of the things that happened. She goes, well, okay, that's true. But anyway, that was the most recent fun little wardrobe malfunction. This is what I'm saying, because actually it's not the most recent. There was another one, but it was same kind of thing happened. This jacket obviously should not be worn with a stretchy shirt, because the same thing happened to my current exchange student. She got flashed too. It's not good. You're not supposed to do that. And yeah. Oh, y'all, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Probably need to be hospitalized in some sort of rubber room so that I cannot offend anybody. It just goes on. So that was one of the other wardrobe malfunctions. I don't want to tell them all in the same video because it'll terrify you and you'll never come back. You'll be like, okay, she's at it again, y'all. These cannot be true. I'm telling you. I wish that they were not true, because I think, I was doing okay before, but I don't know. I think sometimes God is like, look, you're not laughing enough at yourself. You're taking yourself too seriously. So I'm going to create a scenario wherein you can learn to laugh. And so that's why it's my ministry of embarrassment, y'all. Take the things that happen to you, if you have any crazy things like mine, and enjoy the fact that God is probably working in your life. Okay, if I can do this without ripping off her little head, that'd be great. All right, now. All right. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing, but does it look like... And it'll flatten out as it gets smashed down. I maybe should have cut this edge a little bit Maybe I should cut the others. Well, the other one's going to be covered up, so it won't really matter. Okay. I'm trying to get all this glue off. Yay! Okay, there's that. And then there will be that. Okay. This is an interesting paper that I got at a thrift store that is slightly glossy, but not super glossy. Presentation paper. I'm going to move these scissors because I'm going to knock them off if I don't. And it's real cool looking, but it's almost like, you know, one of those books you get that have kind of glossier paper, not quite as glossy as a magazine, but kind of that same kind of texture. And that's what these feel like. But they make for a pretty print, I think. And I'm trying to get enough glue that, you know, it's not coming through. I think this is going to turn out. I hope it's going to turn out. You guys may have already tuned out. I always recommend speed the video up, you know, so that, I mean, maybe I sound like a chipmunk, but then you can watch my video and other people's videos, and my length of craft time will not bore you into oblivion. Okay, where's my wipe? Okay. I just want to, I probably should have done this to the last one. If you get it really fast, you can kind of just use your finger a lot and get it off. Also, I have these little, excuse my hand, these little eraser kind of things that I get from the Dollar Tree. And they work really great for getting glue off. And they get it not only off your paper, but they'll get it off of your hands. If you had, I saw that, oh, I can't think of her name all of a sudden because we're new friends. Texas Sweet Tea. Oh, I've gone blank. Anyway, she got some glue on herself and was having a tough time getting it off. These little things are a lifesaver. Okay. Now this one would go on top. I'm kind of digging it. Are y'all digging it? Is it too far? Do I need more over here? I kind of like that it's not completely even. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm so excited. Oh, y'all. Thank you for joining me. Everybody has been so kind. This crafting community is just the absolute best. You know, you get on here and you're nervous and you're like, is anybody going to even want to hear me or watch me craft? I'm slow as molasses. My stories are crazy. Am I going to terrify people, or are they going to find it funny? I think most people so far at least have found it funny. Some people may have not commented going, nope. But I figured there cannot be another person who has as many stories as me. I mean, most people be like, yeah, one thing happened to me too. And, you know, and then they live with the embarrassment of that one thing, but they survive. Whereas I have had so many, and some of the things aren't necessarily embarrassing, but just like traumatizing with the whole Nature's Against Me stories. Some of them are embarrassing because they also include a, you know, wardrobe issue. Oh, y'all, there's more. There's more to come. And because they never stop, they'll probably just keep going. With all the videos I make, there'll be another crazy story. Unless I'm doing like I did a tag your it video. I didn't tell a story with that one because that one's a specific video, and that should be coming out. And that actually should be out before this one, so you may have seen it already. It's a real short one. Just doing some tags. Okay. What I may do also is just kind of ink around this. I may kind of trim that part up just a hair. knocking stuff askew. I'm really good at that. Okay, and then let's see if we need to... Did I go completely off screen, y'all? I may have. I may watch this back and go, that is just not acceptable. Oh. But based on other people's videos I've watched, some people also make mistakes, and just go with it. You just go with it. That took a little bit of my inking off. Oh. Try to... Oh, no, that didn't work. Okay. That didn't work at all. I wonder if I can get it off with this. A little bit. But, you know, they're not perfect. And I'll probably do some decorations on this with some lace. So I really don't actually need to cut that down anymore, because there'll probably be lace going there to cover that up. But I'll probably come back after I've decorated it and show you. So hold on. Just it is very hard for me to see where this is. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and I have decorated. Let me put this pin back in here. I have decorated the little outside of this, what is going to be a little journal, and I've put a little button, a little bow, little trims down the side. With this eyelet lace, I just think goes so well with the times. Anyway, I hope you like it. I may have covered up a little bit that I shouldn't, but I kind of like it. I see a little glue on her hair, so I'm gonna get that, see if I can get that off. This little thing is a miracle. Anyway, there is my creation. I hope you've enjoyed Story Time with Peg on Craft Room Stories today, and have a lovely day. God bless.